Hi, Marianne Croce here from Small Biz Advantage and the creator of 3 Day Weekend System and Coaching. And I look forward to these lives each and every week, business leadership in 15 minutes. And I do them for a couple of reasons. One of them is for you to shift your perspective, your vantage, if you will, of your business and really turn that into your competitive edge. And the second reason is for you to take one action item away each and every week and really take action on it. Just implement that because it doesn't take these massive changes. When I speak with clients, they realize just small changes, small shifts can make a huge impact in your business. We don't want to add more to our day. What we want to do is start subtracting from our day. So a question that I get asked most of the time is, Marianne, who do you work with? I have a chamber event that I'm going to be going to this week, and it's a common question. And I work with small business owners who are auto shop owners. And most of these people tell me is that they feel like their business is really controlling them. Or even when they're outside of work, they just feel like their business is their whole life. And they want to stop that. They want to actually have a life as well without sacrificing the business. And that's where I come in and I help. Now, let's get to today's topic. If you find this valuable, please share it with another business owner that you know. There's one thing I can say about the people in the automotive industry. They are so giving and they are so supportive of one another. So if you think would be valuable for someone else, please share it. So the topic for this week is respect yourself and others will. And this is basically talking about respect. It's self-respect. Because when it comes to respect, we all know that it's a two-way street. It's not given lightly, right? People just don't give respect to everyone lightly. It's really earned. I mean, they may be kind or they may say things to an authority figure because they know they have to. But to really earn respect, it's a big deal. And I recently spoke with a client about respect and how it shows up every day in all roles. You know, a lot of people think it's just an owner. No, this is all roles that I'm talking about. And I want to give you some examples. Besides an owner, a manager, a technician, a foreman, customer service, people in parts, driver, shop assistant, any of those roles. And there are more too. But the idea is respect the industry that you're in. Think about that, right? If you don't respect the industry that you're in, well, we have a problem right off the bat. Respect the good people in it because there are many good people in it. Respect the learning that it takes because there's a lot. There's a lot of learning and a lot of experience that people have acquired over the years. And respect the quality of work that you do. Respect yourself and others will respect you. So when you do these three following things that I'm about to discuss, this is how you really earn respect. Consistency. This is a biggie. When you're consistently delivering like high quality work and you're maintaining professionalism and you're providing clear communication to people, you build credibility among your team, whether they're coworkers or, you know, your team. Not only credibility, but they trust you. What you don't want to be is unpredictable. You know, you don't want to be one of these people where they come in and they're like, okay, which way is the wind blowing today? We have no idea, you know, how to gauge how this person's going to be. You don't want to be unpredictable. People really want to know that they can count on you. The next one is integrity. Acting with honesty, transparency, and ethical behavior. That really establishes trust and respect. So what you want to do is you want to honor the commitments that you made to people and take responsibility for mistakes that were made. That really shows integrity. You don't want to take all of the credit for things and then blame other people when mistakes happen. If you made a mistake, own up to it. People will respect you more. So do what you say you're going to do because people are depending on you. Your coworkers, your team, people are depending on you. And the last one is competency. So when we think about this, you want to continuously be improving your skills, staying up to date in the industry. There's industry trends that we have to be aware of. Take the initiative to solve problems really shows competence and it earns respect from your peers and even your superiors, like a manager or boss. Keeping current really makes you valuable because you're adaptable and people will follow those who are willing to grow. It's amazing how you meet different people that are willing to do that. They're like, they want to stay up, they want to stay current, they want to really invest in themselves. So here's the challenge that I see with a lot of people that I talk to, and it's particularly when I was talking with this client. Many in the industry have felt disrespected by others over the years. Sometimes it's even decades. There wasn't a lot of value by others placed on what they did. So they took this personally and they don't realize that they can come across as sometimes harsh or even defensive. Now, this could show up in many cases when someone tries to respond to a review and they took that review personally, right? You have to realize that it's easy to become jaded and see other people as problem. They're the problem. But what they don't see is how that has made a change in themselves, the way that they show up, the way that they act, the way that they respond. So don't allow anyone to make you lose respect for yourself and in what you do. And I want to give you some examples because what can happen over time if you believe what people say, it can really cause low self-esteem. And people with low self-esteem really suffer from a lack of confidence and a lack of performance. And this really affects their ability to contribute. They don't believe what they say or what they do matters. Another one is they don't have really healthy boundaries. In fact, they have poor boundaries. So a lack of self-respect can really lead to difficulty in establishing and maintaining those healthy boundaries, resulting in overwork. You're just burning yourself out. Strained relationships with coworkers, or even you can take that home. And because you're working so hard and you're burnt out, you don't have any energy or fuel when you get home. So in this case, a lot of times what happens is they believe that they're being treated unfairly, and this could cause resentment. And when resentment builds, that's never a good thing. And lastly, negative impact on culture. So owners or coworkers that don't respect themselves may contribute to a toxic workplace culture by talking about others, lack of collaboration. They don't want to be involved. They don't want to contribute. We have a low morale. And really, in the end, what does this do? That really hurts productivity and the success. It really hinders it in the business. Now, what I find happens here is that when this happens, they're not connecting the dots between their actions and the health of the business. They're not seeing that what they're doing really matters. They can't see how it affects other parts of the business. So my advice is, and I've seen this time and time again, self-respect is not ego, right? Because there's a lot of people that develop a very hard ego and think that's self-respect, but it's not. Self-respect can really make a big impact on influencing others. So from time to time, revisit your core values. Take a lot of pride in what you do because that is huge. taking pride in what you do, it's amazing how much better that you will feel. The other thing is give your best every day. Work smarter, not harder. And to do that, we need to be creative and we need to be problem solvers. And this industry is filled with problem solvers. Think of others and how you can best serve them, whether it's a customer, whether it's a team member, it doesn't matter whether it's a coworker, whether it's even your boss, the owner. How can you best serve them? Your self-respect will be solid. And when you meet people, you see people who are acting disrespectfully, here's the magic that happens. You'll see it as a reflection on them, not on you. And you'll be so focused that on what you're doing that you'll know that you're doing everything for the right reasons. So you're doing the right things and you're doing them for the right reasons. And it won't get to you. I promise. It takes time to learn this, but every little bit helps. So I want to leave you with a pro thinking tip. Be the example. You can be powerful, right? You can be a powerful influence no matter what your role is. You don't have to be the owner or the manager. Whatever your role is, you can be an influence because you own that role. And you are doing your best every day. Hold it together, even when things go wrong. That is key, right? And it makes it easier when you have a lot of self-respect and people respect you and you're respecting them. Stay curious, invest in yourself, even if it's training or some type of learning that you have to pay for on your own. Be willing to do that. These are qualities of leaders. And I have to tell you that I have met people both inside the automotive industry and outside the automotive industry that have truly impressed me. They followed this way of thinking, and they're the ones that I know will be successful in no matter what they do, because no one can hold them back. They simply won't allow it. So that's it for this week's Business Leadership in 15 minutes. I'm so glad that you're here. If you have any questions or comments, definitely, put them in, and even if it's on the replay. So I look forward to having you here next week. Have a great week.